It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, isn't what you guys wanted was to expand the base? Donald Trump is expanding the base. Have you seen his numbers? Isn't what you want is to expand the base? Donald Trump is expanding the base. Can't you see his numbers? Wow, that's interesting. Interesting. Donald Trump is making the point, and Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, all the conservative media Trumpettes are making the point that Donald Trump is expanding the base. Shouldn't we welcome that? And this tweet is echoing that sentiment. But here is my response to that tweet. He's not expanding the base. Look at it like this. Imagine you you're moving into a neighborhood. You see the problems with the neighborhood and things of this nature. And then, you're going to have a party over your house. You're going to invite them over and show them another way that they can live at a higher level or whatnot. You invite them all over. And then they come over to your home. Don't forget now, they already had a home. And apparently they liked it because that's where they've been living for so long. So all of a sudden they come over to your home and you say, make yourself at home, you're welcome, and all these kind of things. And then they come over and eat up all your food. They come over and they tear up your yard. They mess up your garden. They terrify your kids, your dogs. If your in-laws are there, you're not really too concerned about your in-laws being scared because you would like to scare them yourself. But they're your family and they scare your in-laws. Your wife is having fits. And your whole noble effort to bring these people into a different way of looking and things like that has just went to the wayside. It's very, very expensive to recover from all the damage they have done. That's these people that you think is coming over to our side, that you think Donald Trump is bringing. After they get finished tearing up our house, they're gonna go back home. You think you set the rules and parameters for them to want them to feel welcome about coming over, that you're a welcoming sight. But no. What Donald Trump has exposed is that Trump lovers hate Americans. But what he's really exposed is, since you feel he's expanding the base, he's got Democrats coming over. What he's really, really showing you is the reason why we should never reach across the aisle. Because Democrats hate America. They hate Americans. The people that are coming over here hate everything that we have in our big tent. They hate blacks. They hate women, conservative women. They hate anybody that speaks out against them. They hate free speech. They hate everything that America and Americans stand for. Look at the crowds and how divisive they are. If these are new family members or these are new people Donald Trump are bringing over, he's bringing over a bunch of haters. And why is he able to bring over a bunch of haters? Because he's a hater. He has not demonstrated any love for anybody in our family. None. None. He's totally demolishing anybody at our house. He's tearing up all of the accomplishments we had with African Americans. He's tearing up the building up of our women. He's tearing up everything that we stand for. First Amendment, tearing it up. And leaving us holding the bill. When this thing is all said and done, all these people that you think that you opened the door for being welcoming as conservatives, that Donald Trump is trying to get you to believe that he can bring over in the general election, they're not coming. They're going to go back home. They still have things to accomplish. If there is any kind of anger that the left has, it's because Obama and the liberals didn't go far enough. And they're looking at Donald Trump as somebody that'll be able to take it farther. You know, I heard Rush Limbaugh trying to make the point of the establishment and everything that liberals and the establishment, Republican, everything that they stand for and everything that they have, kind of how they look at us. That the reason why Donald Trump is rising and the reason why everybody is jumping on the Trump bandwagon is because of all of the things that the establishment and the elites put in place because of how they think about us and how they think about themselves. He says that they think they're better than us. They think they're smarter and brighter. They think they're better. Rush Limbaugh uses the term better breeders. Basically, the people that they birth and come out of their wombs are better than the ones the American people are birthing. The ones that American people birth are substandard. They're not good enough to be on their level of their intelligence, of their accomplishments, of their establishment. They feel that they're more intelligent than us. They engage in class warfare because their class is better. They're the ruling class. And we're supposed to be the subject class. They function like we need them. We can't do nothing without them. They're smarter and they're better, so we have to have them, else we will not survive. They say that you know, the American dream is only going to be accomplished with higher education. You must have this higher education. And so you must invest in college and all these things to accomplish or have a chance of the American dream. This is what that's being pushed by the establishment. So they take over the college loan system and things like this, which has left our collegiate aspect in shambles. They screwed up the banks. They're using the banking system and they totally rearranged that, trying to be in control of the money and all these things. They feel that they run business better than we do. So the elites in the government are trying to take over business because they can help business not fail because they're better and we're substandard. And one of the other things, they totally screwed up our healthcare system. What? Saying that the government should have uncontrolled healthcare. Now, the part that made this whole thing that Rush Limbaugh is articulating, the part that made it so astounding, and he's saying he's explaining the rise of Trump. The part that made it so amazing is that 90% of everything that he said out of his mouth is exactly who Trump is. Trump thinks he's better than other people. Everybody else is substandard. Everybody should love him. He's controlling their speech. Trump wants to take over the healthcare system. He agrees totally with what they feel about the healthcare system. It should be single payer and the government should be doing it. When it comes to housing and things like this, Donald Trump doesn't think that you should be able to have your house, especially if him and his smartness and his brilliance thinks he can have a better usage of the land. Donald Trump is exactly the establishment that you think he's coming to save you from. He thinks he's a better breeder. He thinks his family is way better than your family. Ben Carson, he can never recover from his mistakes, but God and his children never had any mistakes. Donald Trump is the establishment you think you're looking for. And this is according to Rush. If this is what the establishment stands for, according to Rush, Donald Trump is the epitome of that. He thinks his mess don't stink. He thinks he's better. He thinks he's smarter. All his friends are smarter. Crony capitalism is him. He'll leave you hanging, leaving the bag. And the reason why, he'll file bankruptcy on you and say you're the problem. And another point that Rush tried to make is that the elites are tired of the election process. Donald Trump doesn't want to go through this election process. He wants it to be all over with. He's trying to make you believe the will of the people is wanting to elect him when really the overwhelming will of the people doesn't. Because we have so many candidates running in the race, you don't get to see that. But what you do see in this election is Donald Trump padding the stats with a bunch of people that's going to go home and not vote for him anyway in a general. They have nothing to lose. They have absolutely nothing to lose with coming to a Trump rally due to the ignorance of the Republicans trying to open the Republican doors to people. And they come in and they wrecked our house. They're wrecking our brand. They're wrecking everything we stand for. And all they had to do is just say. They don't have to be. They can just say they are. Come in, vote the way that destroys us, get behind somebody who's destroying us, and then go home at the end of the day, leaving our house, our brand, our party wrecked to all get out. For somebody who is just like the liberals and the elites, think they're better than us, smarter than us, faster than us, and we're the stupid people that why Americans failing. Donald Trump is big government personified. And since you don't make him get specific, he never has to be held accountable for how specific. Look at how he's wrecked the college system. He's seen the money he can make, and he got into the college system selling the American dream to people and then left them stuck with a blank piece of paper worth nothing but toilet paper. And then still trying to hide from that. Hey, people. Hashtag Trump lovers hate Americans. I'm Phil Williams, and that's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.